Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the second episode of
Blabbin.
I like that. That's nice and synced.
We're getting better at it. So.
Getting better. Episode 1 recently dropped. What's your feedback, bro?
Room for improvement, but
I think
you know what? It was the first one, so
yeah.
Overall, my personal opinion, I don't know if it's because it's me and you doing this, but I thought it was pretty good for being the first video. I mean, all the camera situation and all that, the mics and all that, like everything, you did great. I think you did great.
We're gonna say my editing pro. I edited it in like.
Edited it?
I edited it, bro. Sunday morning when we got back. Well, you know how you're like, oh, let's go out. And I'm like, nah, hell no.
I didn't
yeah, you did, bro. So, anyways, I was like, nah. So I got up at 8 in the morning and I started editing. Yeah, bro, it was horrible. At like 5 p.m., I'm like, you know what? I stepped away. I'm like, dude, I can't be looking at this no more. I'm fucking tired of hearing myself and seeing myself. So then I went back at it like at 9 p.m. and then boom. I didn't go to sleep till like 2 in the morning when it was done. And then I left it uploading overnight and went to work at like 7 in the morning. But yeah, I was looking at it and I think, well, yeah, there's always room for improvement. But that's why we go along, we look at it, take some notes, boom.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
What I did notice was that the flow towards, like after like 15 minutes, it like started like flowing like nicely. But I think because we're drinking like so much.
Yeah.
Because we're like mixing it in.
Which, by the way, I lied. I said I wasn't shy in front of cameras, but I think I was. But it's all right.
Yeah, a little awkward.
It's okay. Like I said, you know, as we go on, it's going to get better.
Hopefully.
It should get better. If it doesn't, somebody's getting the boot.
Someone's getting the boot. And I know it ain't me. But yeah. No, but I mean, I'm telling you, the flow got a lot better. But I think once the beer hit, bro, it was... Because
speaking about the beers.
You're what? You mixed it... Because we're drinking like three different types of beers.
I was drinking 3 different types of beer, which I never do.
You were drinking that...
So the thing was because we came in, you had Modelos, right? So the ones that I really wanted, my favorite beer is Pacifico, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got the VMC because of Canelo. So I always support, you know, my Mexican people, like I said. But
yeah.
So yeah, I had 3 different kinds of beer. I never do that shit. But yeah. So what about you? Because you got a different one too.
Oh yeah, I changed it up today.
Sour Monkey.
So, last time my brother-in-law invited me over to his house because they're making like a little carne asada. And he's like, oh, stop by and get me some drinks. So I was like, all right. I was like, I'll just get one so like I can try it out, whatever. But I was gonna get a Pacifico. And then I go in this liquor store that's right there by his house. They have these called Sour Monkey, not sponsored or anything like that. And I seen it, and the can attracted me. And I was like, oh, dude, that looks cool. And I like sour things, so I was like, I like sour candy. You might as well just try it. And dude, I got it. But then I got a Pacifico just in case, like as a safety net. Like, if this is disgusting, I'm going to toss it and then just drink the Pacifico. Bro, I'm like, I should have got 2 of these. This shit was delicious.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you like this kind of... I don't really like IPAs or anything like that. But this is my exception right here. It's good. Doesn't leave you like that bitter taste. And it hits you. Bro, I drank one and I was like... Left me all...
Oh my God.
Yeah, it left me all dumb, bro.
Yeah.
What about you?
So I have 2 different kinds of beer, right? I like whiskey. So I like whiskey when I'm at a party. I like Bucanas, you know. So I like the Bucanas with cranberry. A little bit of cranberry, and I like mixing mine with mineral water. So I put mineral water and then just a splash of cranberry. Sometimes I use Red Bull, which gives it like a little better taste. But most of the times I don't. But... That's when I'm like, I'm in a Mexican party where there's banda, you know, so that's where I go. That's my go-to drink. But when I'm drinking beer, there's 2 places where I drink Pacifico too, right? At a Mexican party. Oh, yeah. Or my go-to just when I'm at the house watching a soccer game or football game, a game, whatever. So I go for Pacifico. Yeah. But I have a good homie, so shout out to my homeboy. Irrelevant. Oh, God. Bleep it out. If you don't want it. So shout out to... I'm going to shout him out. So he's my white boyfriend, right? So I remember him taking me once. he took me to a brewery in Pomona. So that was my first IPA that I ever had, right? So I drank it. The first one that I had, I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe the taste, but I didn't like it at first. But since I was already there, that's the only option that they have, which is IPAs. I went for a second one. And then after that, I was like, okay. So I gave it another, a third time, right? I got it at a different location. And from there, I got hooked. So as you guys can see, so double hazy, a big hazy wolf hazy double IPA with 9% alcohol. Which is one of my favorite
What
was.
9%?
One of my favorites.
So this one has 9.5.
Damn.
So I
Wow.
can handle more than Julio. I'm just saying. Bro,
Yeah,
but
fuck
remember that it's like the brewery that right here by my house. Remember when I took you right before we went to the Vegas trip last year?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that big ass, the big ass one.
yeah, where they had
nothing
like
but
the arcade and all that. Like they were
yeah.
playing like what was it? I think it was like Street Fighter or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I got the one that they had of Jamaica or hibiscus in English. Bro, this is so disgusting.
Hey, fun fact, I didn't know what the fuck I didn't know what hibiscus was, right?
Until I just said it right now.
No, well, before.
I'm out here teaching.
Hey, you learn something new every day, so.
No, but so that
I didn't know that was Jamaica though.
Yeah,
until like
hibiscus.
recently, not too long ago.
So anyways, so that brewery right there, since they just opened, usually right around the corner right here, that's their main hub.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they make it and everything, so they transport it straight over there to the location that I went to, that I took you to. And they used to have a sour beer. That's why I tried the sour beer first. It was called Leonardo. And dude, it was delicious, bro. Like I don't like that bitter taste that like Modelo. Pacifico's passable because it's not as bitter, but like the Modelo, like it gives me like a little. And yeah, but that was right before our Vegas trip. I don't know if you remember that. Well, I'm pretty sure you remember that. There's pieces.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me give it a little waterfall.
Hey, bro.
Nah,
Nah.
not my cup of tea.
What?
You know what I thought it was gonna be? I thought it was gonna be like sweet.
No.
That's what I thought. I don't know why.
I don't think it was that bad. And now we're probably right now because it's not that cold.
Probably.
But
Have you tried IPAs?
yeah, that's disgusting. I think it's
You're
disgusting.
tripping.
I think it's.
I don't think that's disgusting. I just think it's not like for me. I don't know.
But, anyways, moving on to the Vegas trip. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So we went last year for my birthday, and this year we didn't go. But last year we went with a couple other coworkers. I had a great time up until they didn't let me into the club.
Yeah, happens.
It happens. I got to.
Some crazy story that we can't.
Yeah, it was like it's like a story that like you hear and you're like, nah, that didn't happen, but it did. And unfortunately, we can't say it here. But just know they didn't let me in the club because I was too intoxicated, which I wasn't. But
Can we say it? Not.
we could say what we. I feel like we could.
Well,
Say,
I'll let you say whatever you want to say.
I'll say-
Cause I could say it with my point of view and it'll
Yeah.
be funny, but like I don't know.
no, but I say we.
Nah. Or okay.
That'll be for a different podcast. Let us know if you're actually interested in that story, and we'll let you know what happened. But yeah, I wasn't drunk. I can actually like handle my alcohol,
Yeah.
but
What was the situation?
some people, yeah, there's small little
Situation which
little
was
mix
like,
up. The security was gonna get these hands, but yeah.
yeah. But moving on from that Vegas trip, how was your weekend?
Oh, so
You gotta talk.
so bringing it back to episode 1. Remember how if you guys watched it, I had mentioned that I was going to the Galaxy game, and this guy got all butthurt because he wasn't invited. So I convinced him off camera that we're to go with me, and he's like, "Oh, fuck the Galaxy, all about LAFC, this and that." So we went, and I converted this fool into a Galaxy fan.
Yeah.
Tell him the story.
Yeah. I said on the last episode too, huh?
Yeah, you're like,
I
yeah,
was like,
fuck the
nah,
Galaxy.
LAFC and But I gotta admit, okay, so a while back,
Hmm.
back when Beckham was he was still playing with the Galaxy. There was a half court shot, like a little bit before the half court, right? I was at that game where he made that half court goal.
Yeah.
So I think that stadium was called the Home Depot Center back in the day
Yeah, yeah.
when he played. So that was at what back in 2009, I think 2009 2010, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
So this was a while back. So when I went, I got like so many flashbacks, right? I was at the stadium. I was like, fuck, like okay. I was like, it was like good memories that I
Yeah.
was getting back, and I was like, okay, you know what? All right, cool. Go with the flow. And then we went in, and then what did we get as a souvenir?
Oh, so the reason I wanted to go initially was one because I wanted to see Marco Royce, which is one of my top two
Which
play.
you did.
And I'll tell that
Okay,
story, but
okay.
let me say that. So I wanted to go see Marco Royce, my top two player. So to me, it's Ronaldo, and then it's Royce.
The
My
Brazilian Ronaldo or Cristiano
No,
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. CR7.
Okay.
That's the GOAT. And then to me, it's Marco Royce. So I've been following Marco Royce since he was in Dortmund back in like 2011. So like the jersey that I was wearing, I bought it back in like 2012, 2013, but I had never worn it. Because one, I weighed like 80 pounds. So I was like just bone. And it was like all like baggy on me and
Skinny
shit.
Bone Jones.
Now I'm a little bit thicker and it fits me perfect.
From where?
I'm sorry. So I've been following this guy for like his whole career pretty much. So I wanted to go see him since the Galaxy signed him.
Yeah.
I just haven't had a chance to up until now. So then I seen that on this particular night that I was planning to go, they were giving out the 2024 championship rings. So I was like, bro, I need to see Marco Royce, or I need to get that ring. It was either one, and I got both.
Yeah.
Both my wishes came true.
So tell them how we're walking up the main entrance.
I know it was funny because to me, here's the thing. Like me, I'm like, and Julio could attest to this. I'm very like, everything has to happen when I say that it's gonna happen, because if not, then I get frustrated. And it was like when we went on Vegas and you started playing some of my last, and dude, it just pissed me off. And boom, whatever. You guys wanted to stop. I don't want to stop. If I say we're gonna do something at this time, we gotta do it at that time. That's just me. But so I was like, we need to get to the stadium at 3, and we need to make sure we get these rings or whatever. Bro, we got to my uncle's house at what? Like almost 3. It was like 2:40 something, and then we started drinking. So we stayed there for a while, and we were just drinking a couple. Come 3, like it was like almost 4, and we're like, all right, let's go. So then we went. We started walking because my uncle lives near, like right across the street from the stadium. So we start walking, and then this guy's like, oh, we need beer. And I'm like, oh, there's a gas station here. We went to the gas station, there was none. So we're like, fuck, there's a 7-Eleven on the other side. So we had to walk all the way to the other side, and then we got the beers.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the restroom because I was pissing myself. I was holding this since the morning. Walked right back, and it was like 4:30, but doors were gonna open at 5:30, and I'm like, if people find out, well, people are gonna know that they're giving away the rings, so they're gonna want them, so they're gonna line up, and it's gonna be like a shit show, right? It was already like 4:30, almost 5 when we finally started walking into the.
Nah, we got there like around 4:15.
Nah.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
there was still like an hour left before the doors open.
Fuck. We got there like at almost 5, I think. Because we weren't waiting in the line that long. So we're going, right? And we took my cousin, which this is the very first time that I've ever hung out with my cousin outside of like him coming over to my house or me coming over to his house. So we don't really talk. Shout out to Kevin though.
Yeah, shout out to him because you said, oh, okay, so let me interrupt your story. So you were like, oh yeah, he doesn't like really talk much. Like he's very reserved.
Doesn't.
No, he did. He's a good time. That guy was having fun. I was like, all right, hell yeah.
That's what I was.
Because I was expecting him to just be like, oh, just sitting right there, not talking, not conversating. But no, this guy was like a fun time. Obviously, he's underage. He wasn't drinking with us, but he was having a good time.
Yeah.
Telling us just being talkative. So I was like, all right, that's cool, you know, because I mean, obviously he's your family member, so you know him a lot more. So I was expecting something, and then I
You got the complete up. Dude,
yeah. So I was like, all right, cool,
bro,
cool.
it was a shock to me because every time he comes to my house, bro, not me and him, nothing. Like we rarely have like a conversation. Like let's say we have a party or some shit, and he comes over to my house or I go over to his house. We don't communicate. We don't really talk. We'll just be like, oh hey, boom, or oh bye, boom, and then that's it. So I'm like, I was a bit iffy. I'm like, should I take him? Should I not? But then I was like, if I take my nephew, now my nephew is like something like completely different. I've taken him to concerts and shit, and that was just there, just standing there with his hands in his pocket, like. And then I'll turn and look at him like, bro, like, you okay? And he'll be like, yeah, what? So I was like, bro, I don't need like that depressive behavior around me at my very first soccer game. So I was like, oh, I know this fool likes soccer. Let me invite him. So we invited him. And, bro, he turned out to be a fucking blast. Like, I'm going to keep taking him everywhere I go now. Yeah. But, anyways, we got a little sidetracked. So we're coming into the driveway, right? Where the cars go. There's, like, a little sidewalk. So we started walking, and in that stadium, they have the training fields right there.
Outside of the stadium.
They have like, yeah, outside of the stadium, they have their training fucking fields. And it's multiple, like.
Yeah.
So, we're just there walking, and they have pictures of the players on top. And, bro, you see, like, Ricky Puig, you see everyone, right, up there. And I seen Marco Reus, like, his picture. And I'm like, oh, perfect. Like, I have his jersey. I was wearing his Dortmund jersey. And I was like, oh, take me a picture. They took me a picture. I was like, hell yeah, that shit's sick. Bro, we take, like, maybe, like, 10, 15 steps. And I, like, kind of turn to the left, and I see blonde hair, like, passing by the top of the fence. And I'm like, the fuck?
You made a comment as a joke. Like, oh, that's probably him.
Yeah. So I seen it, and I was like, oh, that's probably him right there. And
as we get closer.
And then I was like, you know what? I was like, let me check. So then the driveway's like, the sidewalk's like this, but you kind of got to come down. You have to go into, like the flowers and the bushes and all that shit to look over the fence. Yeah. So I went down there, and I peek over, boom. Marco Reus is right there, 20, 25, 30 feet away from me. And I was like, I fucking pull out my camera, start recording and shit. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, hells yeah. And then security starts yelling at me to fucking, hey, get out of there, this and that. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. That's fucking Marco Reus. But yeah, I had Marco Reus like 25, 30 feet away from me. And to me, like, as a kid, I'm like, bro, I could die right now. And I kept saying it. I kept bringing it up. Because it'd be like, oh, like, what if we don't get the rings? I don't give a fuck. I seen Marco Reus. Oh, would you give the last ring to this lady? Like, yeah, I seen Marco Reus. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then you're vlogging, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, what's the greatest accomplishment of today? Me was sneaking in my beer, this and that. And then you point the camera at me, and I'm like, I seen Marco Reus.
Okay, I was all happy because I seen Marco Reus, right?
Yeah, Marco
Reus,
yeah. I mean, if you guys can tag him, let him know I'm his biggest fan here in LA. And I was the only one with the Dortmund jersey there, and we ended up in the jumbotron. That shit was sick. We just didn't get to record it.
So I was about to get my phone, right? Because I see the cameraman. So that guy was pointing. So obviously when they're doing that, like they'll show whatever he's filming, whoever he's pointing at, and then they'll come out on the big screen, right? Yeah. So as soon as I was about to pull out my phone, I seen the whole thing, right? And then I got like kind of like excited too. So I didn't pull out my phone, and then next thing you know, I look at the big screen and I'm like, oh damn! And then I'll pull out my phone and I missed it. I was like, damn.
So I seen the camera guy like coming like near us, and he fucking looked my way, and I was like, hey, like me. So then he goes, he tells me to smile, because they were doing like some like smile fucking thing. I don't know. So they're like, so he comes and he goes. So then I turn right away and I like, Kevin, record. And fucking the guy, that's when he fucking turns the camera, and then boom, we're on the fucking jumbotron. But my cousin didn't record.
Yeah.
So It's just one of those moments. But that shit was sick.
Yeah,
That shit was sick. And yeah,
I agree.
fuck LAFC. Galaxy all the way.
Galaxy all the way, buddy. I was never. So the only reason why I thought LAFC, because of the crowds, and I thought so. Okay, so this is another thing. So we got to the game, which by the way, I was
Yeah.
in a good one. I was
in a good
drunk,
one. Yeah, we were in a good one.
We got to your uncle's house. We drank, like you said. We stopped at 7-Eleven. I got me 2 Pacificos, the big fucking bottle. I don't know how many liters or ounces. I don't know. The big bottle. I got 2 of those. So I drank 1, right? We went to 7-Eleven, walked towards the stadium. I finished 1. While we were waiting, I poured the second one, right, on the big gulp cup. So then by the time we went in, I snuck it in, like you said. So I was pretty tight. And then inside, I think I got like 5 or 6 more tall cans, Pacificos. I got more. So at the end, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You were just talking shit, bro. Like towards the end, you were just like saying some stuff you shouldn't be saying.
Yeah. But it was all part of the game.
Yeah, it's all part of the game.
I was trying to be funny, but
yeah.
Once I shouldn't be saying another shit. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I remember. So there's this crowd, right? That they have.
Yeah.
So just how LAFC has their crowd, they're all like banging on drums and like boom, 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 So that was pretty cool. So we were kind of like on the second row, right? Like it was like second row before the field, so pretty close. So then across the stadium, I see that those I don't know how they call them, like the fans or whatever.
The Galaxians or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So what they should be called is Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah, anyway.
Hey.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. But
Yeah. So then I see the crowd, and I'm like, oh, I have to go over there and get a shot. I gotta record because that's tight. That's where all the fun is at. Over here you got all the people. Like oh.
Yeah, because where we were, it was just like, because we sat so close to the front, it's just people that like have like a stick up their ass or some shit.
Yeah. So I was like, I gotta go over there where the fun is at. So I sure did. I went. I was pretty tight.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, from that point, I was like, you know what? I'm an official LA Galaxy fan. So we both got our rings. I was pretty tight. Yeah. I forgot to bring it, but for the next episode, we're going to display them right here.
Yeah.
We're going to keep them right here, but...
Next week, we'll fucking display them right here. I want to start decorating this set a little bit more. So I want to add like something here or whatever. I just want to change it up. And as we progress, like weekly things, just add something.
So that's what we should do.
Or like our trips too. Like if let's say we go to Havasu, Vegas, whatever.
Which we have. But
which we have. But if we do that again, bring like little souvenirs and we'll pum 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 pum.
Yeah.
I got a little trophy case. I can just add it right here. But yeah. But with that, we'll take a little break. And here's a word from our local weatherman.
Good looking out, Playboy. All right, y'all. We got all kinds of fucked up shit going on. Fucking sleet, snow, rain, hurricane warnings, fucking tornadoes and shit. Stay your ass home. How much y'all rent be? $800, $900, $1,000. You telling me y'all paying $1,000 for rent to go outside? Fuck that. I pay $1,000 for rent. My ass staying inside enjoying all $1,000 worth of that rent. Y'all ain't heard of takeout? Bitch, Pizza Hut deliver. Stay your ass home. Fucking hurricanes and shit. You got me fucked up. Yo, I'm done with this. Back to you, man. Fuck this.
So, what do you think about coworkers that become friends like outside of work?
You know what? Somebody asked me that. And so I don't know where we were at. But we were somewhere. And like obviously you meet people and they were asking like, hey, so where do you know this guy from? Like where do you guys know each other from? And I was like, oh, this guy's my coworker. So he made a comment and he said that's weird. Like that's kind of weird. And I was like, what the fuck? But what do you think? You think it's weird?
I actually think it's a good thing because not only do you see your coworkers more than you see your actual family.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Like if you really think about it, right?
Yeah. If you really, yeah.
If you really think about it, I think like you live more and you're more at work than you're at your house. and it's true. Like
Yeah.
you're only at your house like less hours than you're at work.
Well, yeah, because
So the people that you work with, right? Now, okay, so this is another thing too that I think. So we don't work at the same department, right? We work together at the same place, but we don't work together. We're not like, it's not like we're working with, me and you, or,
Yeah.
like the whole 8 hours, 9 hours, or whatever. Like you do your own shit, I do mine. Even on lunch, we don't take lunch together. Like, breaks, sometimes you go first, and I don't know, like. So yeah, because this is another thing too. So not even at work, just not just at work, but like if you hang out with someone, right, way too much, like eventually you start having problems, right? Because you're with that person like for a long time. Or am I wrong? But that's what I see. Sometimes,
yeah,
majority of the times.
well, the thing is that it becomes like a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys, we end up, for example, like the person that works with me in my department, we're with each other 8 fucking hours of the day. Then we take our breaks together. We don't take our lunch, but we take our breaks together. So it's like, bro, I see you more than I see my mom.
Yeah.
Or like I see my sister, or I see my nieces, or anyone like that. So it's like if we're in a relationship. So if you do the math, you're asleep 8 hours, right? That's 8. You're at work.
I mean, you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I don't. I sometimes go to sleep at fucking 2 in the morning, wake up at 5.
Yeah.
Technically, you're supposed to be asleep 8 hours. Then you're at work for another 8 hours. That's 16 hours out of a 24-hour day.
Huh.
Gone. So it's like, what's
And
left?
it's not all the in betweens.
Yeah, what's left? 8 hours to do what you got to do. And it's like, I get home, takes me like 15, 20 minutes to get home. Takes me 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get to work. So then that's let's say another hour gone. Just me transporting myself to work.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got 7 hours to come home and do what I got to do. If I want to relax, I'll watch TV, whatever. So I'm with my coworkers more than when I am with my family.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my parents aren't around or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's natural. I think it's natural for it to become like a close friendship or anything like that.
But see, I could tell you from experience, right? So when you work with when you work with like 3 or 4, whatever, you're in the same department, doing the same thing, you bump heads. The reason why is because at some point, right, they become close. They become real close.
Yeah.
Where you guys hang out, this and that.
But I think that comes from them knowing you and you knowing them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, because it's like different, like me and you, we hang out. You know about me, I know about you. But I'm saying like when you spend majority of the time with that person or persons, right? You guys bump heads. Why? Because I feel like you get way too comfortable. You're like, oh, like, I don't know. You get comfortable on saying things that you're not supposed to.
But that's what I say. It's like a relationship. It's like you're getting it. I'm not saying like, oh, you're sleeping together or anything like that. But what I'm saying is you get so close and you get to know that person, the ins and outs, what makes them mad, what makes them happy, whatever. It's like that. It's the inner workings of the relationship without the whole sexual part. Because you're not sleeping with your coworkers. Are you?
I mean, nah.
You're not sleeping with your coworkers.
Well, if it's, okay. Well, no, obviously.
Yeah, you get me? So it's like...
So I don't know how to process this because I'm taking it like into like...
But yeah, I think it ends up being natural. But then that how should I say it? I don't want to say bad blood, but sometimes the becoming impatient with that person or like having disagreements, arguments.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
I forgot that major. So I have a role at work, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm this and that. Like we're all equal. Am I like the way I see work? Everybody's replaceable. Nobody's like, oh, you could be replaced anywhere, anytime, whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes they get too comfortable where they don't know how to separate
work from
like professionalism. You want to call it like that, being professional and having that friendship.
Yeah.
Because it happens, you know. Sometimes you'll be like, hey, bro, I need you to do this. But since you guys are too cool, right? You guys are comfortable. They easily could just say, like,
Nah.
oh, I'll do it later.
Yeah.
Or they just won't do it because they know you're cool.
Yeah.
And that's when little by little, until it gets to a point where.
Yeah.
That's
true.
That's why I think, you know, our relationship with, like, when we go out, right? I think it's cool. Because we don't work in the same department. Like I said, we're really good homies. Like, you became more than a homie. I think that at least that's the way I see it, right? You became more than a co-worker. You like I said the other day, I took you to a party. Introduced you, like, oh, it's my cousin. That's how you do it, you know. Like, when people, like, even outside of work or whatever, like, people that you've been knowing for a long time, they become real close.
Yeah, like
so
it's like family. Yeah.
So yeah, but
I think that, like I say, it's where that, because it ends up being like a relationship, and I think that's where, because when you're in a relationship with someone, what is it? It's a lot of 50-50. And then that you end up knowing that person's flaws or, like, whatever.
And you're like, fuck,
And they know
this?
They know.
Like, damn, you don't. What? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the psychology behind that ends up being very similar because you're together for so fucking long. But I think low key, like, me and you work only because we're not together all 8 fucking hours of the day. Like, I can't be with you like that long. Like, sorry to say, but it's like I can't be with you every fucking day, all day.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Bro, I would go fucking crazy. Like,
imagine working together, fucking doing this.
So, like, working together and then coming to the studio and then doing this for another, like, 3-4 fucking hours. Every fucking fuck that, yeah. I wouldn't be able to.
So it just came onto my mind.
I would hate you at some point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you're, like, at that borderline where it's like,
yeah,
I have, like, I don't know, you know, like, it goes like that. It's like it's about to pass it, but then, like,
no. But the thing is that, like, if I get tired of you, I just go to my department and then just go do what I'm doing, and then stay away from you for a little bit, for a couple hours, and then, yeah.
Oh, and then another, like, just real quick. So, do you hate this, or have you ever had this happen? Right. So, so you're outside of work, right, and you kick it with your coworker. Like, do you hate it when they talk about work related shit?
Oh yeah. Like, if we're, let's say we're on vacation or some shit. If we're on fucking vacation, dude, I want to hear nothing about work.
Yeah.
Like, I've had times where I'm on vacation and then the supervisor starts texting me, "Hey, sorry to bother you," and I'll be cool about it, but because I'm cool with the guy, you know. I'm not a fucking asshole or anything like that, and he's not an asshole to me. So it's like a little compromise. Like, I tell him, don't worry about it. This, and this, but that's it. Like, just shoot me one text. I'll give you a reply.
Yeah.
Don't text me again. Like, don't keep bombarding me with messages.
I don't know if this is what you mean, but, like, I mean, like, me and you and other people that we go with, obviously, right? We go somewhere, and then I start talking to you about work. That's what I mean. Like, that conversation keeps being about work.
Oh yeah, I know. Then you're not actually my friend.
I was like, what the fuck is we gotta talk about? Like, the fuck you gotta bring up work? Like, we're over here having fun, you know?
Because then the only thing that's kind of keeping us, like, friends and shit is work. So if I were to leave or whatever, then we wouldn't truly be friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like with us it's the opposite. Because we don't, bro. Fuck work. Yeah.
Well, not really. So I really can't say that. I don't know. That's just me. But people hate their jobs,
they're
right?
They're gonna fire him. That's why.
But this is the thing. Majority of the people, you know, we complain about work and shit. You know, we say, like, oh, fuck work and all this.
Yeah, bro.
But at the end of the day, it is paying your bills. It is paying for, like, although, you know, like, what they say, like, oh, that's not the only job in the world, which is true.
Like I said.
But at the moment, it is paying off. You know, it's keeping you, paying your bills,
like
paying for your fun.
Yeah, like I say, love it or leave it.
Yeah.
Say about this country too.
You gotta learn to love it.
But yeah, and it's funny because you also, it's like building a relationship with like like someone superior to you, like your supervisor, your manager, or whatever. It's like when you get not close, but like you're friendly with them, a lot of people, like outside of your circle or anything like that, they'll be like, "Oh, this was kissing his ass. Oh, that's his daddy."
Yeah.
So I've had that shit happen to me, and I'm like, no, it's not that I'm kissing his ass, not that I'm kissing my supervisor's ass, or that he's my daddy or anything like that. It's knowing how to talk to fucking people. If I can talk to you fine, and we communicate, one, what you need, what I need. That's how it works. It's not fucking kissing ass, and that's what people don't understand. Just because they can't do it,
Yeah.
they see it as, oh, this was just fucking kissing ass. This is
Or sometimes that supervisor or manager has a better communication with you. Because
Yeah.
let's just say, as an example, like I'm your coworker, right? Like we work together. And every time he goes up to me, I give him attitude, like, like I always have something to,
rebuttal.
yeah. But then when he goes to you, you're more like, oh, okay, yeah, let's get this done. Like, all right, cool. So he feels comfortable going with you, like, again, you built that,
That trust. Yeah. But that's how, me personally, that's how I approach every relationship that I have. Whether it be with like my parents, whether it be with my sister, whether it be with my coworkers, or whether it be with my superiors. I try to keep it as like, okay, you can come to me and you can talk to me.
approachable. Yeah,
And then
approachable.
be like, okay, hey, we need this. And I'll be like, okay, but look, I also keep that dialogue open where it's like, look, you want it this way, it might not work because of this. But I'm not giving an attitude like, oh, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that, because that closes a lot of doors.
Oh, yeah.
And you never want to close any fucking door anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially right now that we're trying to get this going. Dude, imagine we fucking NBC, ABC, whatever network, Netflix comes up to us. Hey, you guys want to do it? Nah, fuck that. Like, yeah, we'll do it, but my way. Nah, fuck that.
They're
It
gonna say-
has to be a compromise, and you gotta understand that. You gotta understand how to communicate with people. Because if you don't, then there's a whole fucking breakdown or anything like that, and it just, it's more trouble than what it's worth. You got me?
Mm-hmm. And then, well, yeah.
That's just how I feel. Yeah. So that's why I try to keep my avenues open everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like with my supervisor, I get along.
Yeah, same.
With my parents, I get along. With my family, I get along. My coworkers, I get along. Some of them.
Nah.
Some of them. Yeah, some people.
Oh, you
The
pointed
thing-
at me. That's why I was like,
The thing is that there's some coworkers that you're just like, you just fucking brush them off.
Okay, so
Like,
right
yeah,
now that we're
fuck
saying
these
this, something came up to my mind. So now we're talking about coworkers, right?
guys. Yeah.
So in a situation about coworkers, right?
Uh-huh.
So somebody tells you something, right? That it's how can I put it?
Secret.
Yeah. And they tell you something about some other coworker. What do you do in that case? Do you keep it, like, or do you like how do you react to that, or?
How do I fuck? So like if I find something out about a coworker that they haven't told me, but someone else told me that's close to them, that's like a credible
Yeah.
source and shit. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know how you approach that. I say, dude, I say just leave it alone. Only
So the reason why I'm asking is because I'm like that, right? Until I see it, then okay. But if I don't, because especially at work, a lot of fucking rumors happen like this, bro. And
Bro.
now I used back in the day, right? Like my mom, obviously, my dad, whatever. They would always tell me this. Oh, like in warehouses, like there's a lot of shit going on, a lot of fucking rumors, a lot of shit, like little fucking.
at our fucking spot, like this. Bro, I say something to this guy, and then like 5 minutes later, boom, the whole warehouse fucking knows. And I'm not saying
Shout out. Oh.
I'm not saying that he fucking says anything. I'm saying we do something, and then boom, it fucking spreads like wildfire. Bro, at the warehouse, at our fucking spot of work, we're worse than fucking women. Like, dude, like, sometimes we need to shut the fuck up, and then that's it. Like, keep to our fucking selves. That's why I don't get. That's why I don't get along with quite a few fucking people. And not only that, I don't get along because I like to. My personality is I like to ruffle feathers. And I like to push the buttons, even in like, maybe it's like a negative trait of mine, but I like to see how far I can push it, and push your buttons until you break. It's just, dude, I find that shit
You just gave me.
I find that shit hilarious. It's just one of my negative traits.
You just told me don't close your doors, and seems like.
Yeah, I told you not to close your doors, but like, what but with your superiors.
But you close some.
Which is superiors.
I get you.
But there's some people that, dude, you just don't, like, one, they get there and you just don't fuck with. There's quite a few people at my job that I don't fuck with. As simple as that.
So sometimes you know what I do?
But I'm friendly. To an extent. But when they say something stupid, like, oh, and I'm not even going to say it because the people that are watching this, they're going to fucking know. But they say some stupid ass shit and they say it to the wrong person because I'm fucking quick. I'm like, my wit is quick, and my fucking my comebacks are fucking, they're witty, and a lot of people don't get them, but I'm fucking quick with my shit.
You know what I do? That's kind of like dark psychology or whatever you want to call it. So sometimes I say like something that's not true to a certain person, right?
And it spreads.
So if that shit spreads, and I'm like, okay, well I told this fool, or not, it doesn't necessarily have to be directly to that person.
Yeah.
I just have to say it, and I say it in a way where they can hear me. Where like if as an example, I feel like you're the one that's going up there, like you're the one that's going out there, and fucking spreading a rumor, right? So I'll say something to make sure that you hear me, but I'll say something that's not true. And if I hear that shit coming around, it's like, no, motherfucker, it's you. Now I confirmed it that it was you.
Yeah.
You're the one that's fucking
spreading that shit around.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, now I know who to like,
who to trust, who you can't trust.
Yeah. So like when I see that person or persons or whoever, I'm like, all right, I can't say shit because.
But sometimes coworkers can be friends. Sometimes they just can't.
But you didn't answer how would you approach like something, like how like what do you do?
You just, to me, honestly, you just leave it alone, because whether it's true or whether it's not true,
that's true.
You don't know. Like, you don't know unless that person comes.
And it doesn't affect you. So.
Yeah, one, it doesn't affect you. Two, you don't know if it's true.
Not your business.
And then unless they come and they approach me and like, oh, like, hey, and they tell me that in confidentiality, even then, I would just leave it alone. Like, because it just doesn't concern me.
Yeah. Like,
let's say, I don't know. Let's say your coworker is fucking secretly gay, right? Okay, he told you. He told you as a friend, confidently. Okay, cool. Like, oh, you gay? All right, cool. I'm not gonna. Me personally, I'm not gonna see you in a different way. But that's just me. I know a lot of people that will be like, fuck that.
Imagine somebody
F word. This.
And I think it's fucked up too. Like,
if
somebody tells you because they trust you.
Yeah.
Right, and they tell you, and I think it's very fucked up if you go and like start telling like,
well, yeah,
oh fuck, you're not gonna believe what you know. Like,
yeah, like oh,
that's not right.
Oh, dude, and it's even worse when you go and you fucking spread that shit around the warehouse, even though he told you like secretly.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's fucked up. That's
yeah.
not
where he trusted you enough. Like, that person trusted you enough to tell you.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know. That's just me. That's the way I approach things. Just let it be. Like Paul McCartney in the Beatles. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
And then what's the next part?
Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. But yeah, that's, I don't know.
Oh, this shit hit me already.
I know, this shit fucking low key. Yeah.
But I got one more too to go, so.
All right. Beer break?
Beer break.
And we'll be right back after a word from our local sponsor.
やっぱりこれだな。
ちょっと待ったー！何この感覚！
私が間違ってました。
麺より飯！カレー飯！
We're back with a new,
We're back!
nice and fresh brewskis. Actually, bro, I got a different one this time. So this was a sour monkey. I was trying out this sour monkey sour tripel. This one was like a tasty tart. This is
Wow.
I haven't tried this one. Hold on.
I was about to say, is that a different brand?
It is. Well, it's the same brand, but a different flavor. I prefer this one.
I prefer none. Well, yeah.
This one more bitter. This tastes more like that.
Nah, this is our. I fucking love IPAs. What do you think about giveaways? Should we start like? Or what's the? How can we do that?
A giveaway? Nah, I think we're too small for that right now.
Well, that's the thing.
Me on my personal channel, maybe like I could do like a
okay.
giveaway or whatever.
It's
But
starting right now. I don't know like how many people have subscribed, but whoever it is, obviously it's gonna be a small giveaway. A $50 gift card. Fuck it.
that's a lot, bro. What are you talking about?
It'll come out of me.
I wait.
So what do they have to do? I don't know how this works.
Wait. So usually you like, oh, we're gonna do a giveaway. Comment this, and that.
Whoever comments or what
yeah,
fuck or.
and then whoever you pick randomly,
Okay, so 50 was a lot.
give
20?
it. Yeah, dude.
20?
50 is a lot,
$20.
especially, bro.
$20 gift card.
We'll see. Soon, we'll do a giveaway soon. I think when we hit 100 subscribers. I say we should do like 100 subscribers special, because on my personal channel I did that. I don't know if you've seen
Okay.
it. I highly doubt that you've seen it.
Nah, I don't see your shit.
So for
I'm just kidding.
for my personal channel, well, when I hit 100 subscribers, since I was like very like on it, and then like talking to like my community and shit like that, my 100 subs, they had chose like, oh, we want you to sing the Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On, and make a video on that.
And tag me.
So that's no. I put it up on YouTube. It's up on YouTube. You can go watch it, bro. It's horrible, but it's up there only because my community wanted it up there.
Mm.
And when I hit 1,000, I didn't do shit. When I hit 2,000, I didn't do shit. But I felt like the 100 was so personal that I had to do something. And these guys were like voted on it. And they're like, oh yeah, you should do this, and this. All right, fuck it. There I am singing. Horribly, but I'm singing. You can check that out. I'll link it in the description. I don't think you've
So
seen
you're
it.
gonna put it like right here?
No. I'd rather link it in the description.
No,
so
we'll
they
put
can
it right
see
here too so they can see it.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You guys can go to the link and go see it if you're interested. If you're not, it's better for me. But it's just, yeah. But fuck it, it's shit that you do for your community. So I say, at 100 subs, we do something like 100 subscriber special or some shit, and then we could do a giveaway like $100. Even I'll pitch in.
That's what I'm saying. $20. So $20. I don't know how this works. You're the one that knows how this shit
No,
works.
but I'm
you
saying-
know? So this is my thought, right? I was saying, even if we have, I don't know how many we got right now, because we gotta, this is reality. It's starting,
Yeah, we're just starting.
right? It's okay. It's gonna start. Later on, our hopes is for it to get like for us to go big.
Mm-hmm.
That's my plan. So
Well, that's the trajectory that we're going on.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Even if it's 5 subscribers, I don't care. Out of those 5, somebody says something, we'll give them a gift card and we'll show proof.
No, well, yeah,
Well,
obviously.
I'll physically
Yeah.
you record like a little clip, and then on the next one that we do, or the 4th, I don't know when, and then we are just like, all right, 20, like here it goes, and boom, $20 Starbucks gift card. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
Some shit
Starbucks.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. I said we do it at 100, and we'll do like a special video where if you guys want, we'll go to like the beach or some shit, and we'll interview people. Which, dude, you guys have been bringing it up. I fucking hate that
I think
idea.
that's a good idea.
I hate that fucking idea. That's just me though. Like I would hate going to someone and they'd be like, I know we don't want to talk. This is why.
You're afraid of rejection.
This is
I am, but
No, yeah.
I'm going to do it. Fuck it.
This is why when I'm sober, like I don't approach anybody. To
Well,
be
that's
like,
why we're
like-
doing this.
But to me, it's like when I don't know, when I'm sober, like I don't approach anybody. Like, oh, hey, I think you're cute, this and that, whatever. To me, like I have to have like a couple of these in my system and be like, okay, that's when I get my confidence. And I feel like that's a bad thing. Okay, I'm not saying I'm the best fucking looking in the world.
Well,
But-
you shouldn't never, ever say that.
But
Because you're not, but yeah, I get you. No.
I'm not. But I'm not as bad as other people that get a lot.
Yeah.
You get me? It's just that I'll be like,
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I noticed on the first one that we did first. Estoy feo, güey. No, okay. I don't think I am like the worst, but I don't know. I feel like
we'll improve
when
the cameras and then it will make you look a little bit better.
which I want to make a commitment right now too about that. But before that, so it doesn't happen to you, because I seen it on post, right? Like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, it's like, oh, damn, like okay, I'm pretty good looking, you know. But then you see yourself,
Dude,
like in a picture or something, you're like, what the fuck?
bro. My fucking ego is like up
No,
here,
yeah,
bro.
mine's too.
No, but you don't understand. Mine's is like up here. Mine's is like,
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm a fucking god, bro. Like
Okay,
like
I'm not-
everything that I do.
I don't go to that extreme, but
Yeah, it's just to me. And then
no, but that's good. It's good being confident. That's the main priority.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the main priority, being confident. Because if you show confidence, obviously, you attract.
So
Because you're confident.
So what do you like more, looks or personality?
On myself or on a girl? What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, and some like your partner.
Man, that's a tough one. Because you can't have it all. So if they have the looks, the personality is not going to be there. I think. Or what do you think?
What do you think? You can't have both?
don't
I think
so.
you can have both with the right person, because I feel like especially if you're attracted to like the personality, then the physical becomes attractive. You get me? Like if you fuck with like that person's vibe and all that, then the way that they look, you'll just look at them and be like, fuck.
Or you
You're
could just
fucking-
see them as like...
They're fucking beautiful.
I don't know.
Because I feel like when you're focused more on personality, then the looks, it's like your mind tricks you. Like, oh yeah, like her looks are super attractive. And she may not be attracted to like everybody. But I wouldn't want her to be. You get me? That's if you're focused on personality. Now if you're focused on fucking looks, that's a different fucking story.
You're in a whole lot of competition, my boy.
Now everyone and their mamas is gonna fucking want to be with her, just based off the looks,
Yeah.
right? But she could be the fucking prettiest fucking person in the world, but she could have the trashiest fucking personality, and that makes her unattractive. That's the way I see it. I would go based off more, especially now, knowing what I've been through and all that. Like choosing looks over personality is the worst fucking decision you could ever make. Because if you don't like that person based on what they are, like how they are, bro, you'll be fucking miserable the rest of your fucking life. Especially if you fucking get married. It's horrible.
Hey, if you want something serious, like for a long term, like this is the one. Of course you're going to go for personality, right?
I feel like it's a mixture of like 50-50, because I don't want her to look like a troll tampoco. Like I don't want her to look like
Yeah.
you get me? I want beautiful kids.
Hey, but isn't it a trip? So when the two parents are good looking, the kids come out.
Kids come out fucking ugly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. And it's funny
So
because
good thing my parents were ugly, cause. I'm just kidding. Nah, just kidding, Dad. Just kidding, Mom.
he's not.
Nah.
I'm gonna send this to them. Have you ever been so illusioned with somebody that
Illusion?
like illusioned with somebody that they
Never
don't
heard. Okay, go on.
that they disappoint you when they don't turn out to be the person that you thought they were?
Well, of course.
No, but okay. So I'm not saying in a relationship context. I'm saying someone that you're like talking to, and be like, okay, like, oh fuck. Yeah,
So like the kind of like the term when they say never meet your idols because they're gonna
Disappoint you.
They're gonna yeah.
So in terms of what I'm talking about is when you're talking to somebody, when you're barely getting to know somebody and you're dating them, right? You're not with them, but you're dating them. Leads you on in a way where you're like, oh, okay, they're this person. Yeah, I could fuck with that person. I could fuck with that. Things like that. And then they show their true colors once, and that's like, oh, dude, like, it's like a heartbreak, but in a different context, like in a different way. Because when you're heartbroken, you're committed to somebody, and they fuck you over or whatever, and then you get heartbroken. What I'm saying is like disillusioned.
Because they didn't turn out the person.
It didn't turn out the way that you thought they actually were. What they showed you, pues. In a way, you got like deceived. But before you can make that call, like, okay, this is my person.
But I'd rather that to happen. Because imagine like
That's true, but
they're just fake.
But has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, of course.
Because, yeah.
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 What about you?
That's happened to me. It happened to me recently. Like, dude, like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hanging out with the person, you know, doing the whatever that we needed to do, all that. Turns out they're not the person that you thought they were. And it's like you like, fuck.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I feel like I gave you the chance, but then you've like fucked it up. Like I didn't think she was that way, and then she turned out to be that way.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like that sucks. That's the worst.
Oh yeah, like it is.
It is.
You know what? I don't think I'm gonna drink on the next podcast.
That means don't tune into the next podcast.
No, that shit hit me.
Well, yeah, they're fucking IPAs there.
But it's good.
To me, it's good.
I'm just kidding. We're gonna keep doing this shit.
We're gonna drink even more in the next one.
I kind of want to stop drinking though.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I want to make a commitment to all the blabbers. I really do. But the drinking part is gonna be hard as fuck, right? Like, so I think my only drinking days is gonna be here, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, because we're conversating, we're blabbing. But I want to. Well, I'm already am. So this week, I started like 2 weeks ago, but I only went like 2 days to the gym, right? But like this week, I went. It's already been 2 days that I've gone back to back. I'm planning on going tomorrow.
I don't think you're going tomorrow.
So.
Not after this.
But I want to make it like that's how you say it, a commitment, maybe. To all the blabbers.
I think what Julio's trying to say is.
How you gonna say what I'm trying to say?
Because you're not saying it correctly. I think what he wants to say is that he wants to challenge himself.
Yeah, that's.
He wants to challenge himself into a certain goal that he's trying to achieve. Correct?
Yeah.
So, tell him the goal that you're trying to achieve, and then tell him the challenge.
Well, it's not a goal. I just want like a.
But then tell him the consequences of not completing that challenge.
So, just to make it short, real fast, I'm trying to go on a fitness journey, right? Lose weight, trying to look good,
which is great,
right? Not just for like, it's for myself, just so I could like for health. Now I don't have any fucking health problems or whatever, but I'm just saying like I just want to like feel good. Like I want to look good, right? And I want to like, yeah, just for me, not for anyone else, not for anything. Just make a change. Change is always good. So I want to do that. And I talked to you about it, and I said, I'm going to make this public.
Yeah.
So just in case,
He did say, yeah.
just in case I don't make it, right, pretty much so everybody can hold me accountable. And then I could look back to this day, right? And I could be like, okay, it's been a week. I see no progress. Point is, I want to see, so everybody can
some
see
progress,
a progress.
yeah, yeah.
And if they don't, you guys can fucking storm the fucking comment section. Talk as much shit as you guys want. Fucking call me any fucking name you guys want.
Honestly,
Anything.
that's why Julio's hiding with
Fuck you,
with my
bitch.
That's why he's hiding with my laptop, because he feels like he's too big.
I'm not.
I don't think he is.
I'm not.
But if you don't see any progress from Julio within the next I say 3 weeks, because you're able to see some progress within 3-4 weeks. Let's just say 4 weeks. If you don't, I want you guys to spam. I want you guys to spam fat ass Julio in the comments.
Yeah, so it'll
That's
be
it.
on the what?
On the
Third, second.
on the 6th episode of Blabbin.
Yeah.
On this Blabbin number 6. I say we check your progress. If you would have told me,
I mean, you're gonna be able to see it.
no, if I would have known, I would have brought my weight. Weigh yourself, and then kind of like compare, right? Would have been the best way to do it. But if you don't see him kind of like,
Nah, you'll be. So I've done it before. I've done it in the past, right?
I beat you before. So,
Wait.
That
one didn't count.
Wait. So before we used to do weight loss challenges, correct? And this guy,
That one I wasn't even fucking trying, bro.
this guy said he would lose the weight, whatever. And I joined it, which me personally, I feel like I don't need to lose weight. I just need to get in shape. If I were to define my body, I'd be
round
a
is a
fucking
shape.
Greek god. I'd be a fucking Greek god. But
Fucking
But at the time, I'm like,
what's
you know
that?
what?
What's that?
At the time, I'm like, you know what? I weigh 165 fucking pounds. I need to fucking. My goal is 135, whatever. So I joined the military diet, and
You joined?
I did the military diet, which was 2 eggs in the morning, a fucking little bowl of fruit for lunch, like this, small little fucking bowl of fruit, and then like either a chicken salad or chicken with rice for dinner. That was it. And I ended up beating these guys because I lost the most weight.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying at that time, bro.
It was $100 each, so that was an easy $200 fucking dollars. But it was low-key, it was the worst month. We did it for like a month, huh?
Yeah.
It was like the worst fucking month for me. But because at first, like the fucking headaches were horrible. But I got through them, whatever. After like day 3, once day 4 hit, you get so used to it that you feel so fucking good. And when I finally came back and ate like junk, like McDonald's,
Boom.
bro, fuck, I felt like so fucking sick that I just didn't want it no more. I haven't had McDonald's in a fucking while. But it's funny because that was the last time that. No, I'm not even gonna say that fucking story. I'm not even gonna say that story because I'm gonna get in trouble. Fuck you. No, I'm not gonna say that story, but because I'm gonna get in trouble. But
By who?
yeah, by the law. But yeah, don't just. I say get in shape for you, not for anyone else.
That's what I
Not
said.
for-
What
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. Which I.
Well, yeah. What?
Nothing.
You're gonna say which I don't believe you, but
Cause you're fat. No, honestly.
Oh, yeah, it's for
honestly,
me.
I hope that you get into shape. Not just.
No,
I'm not
yeah.
saying it. Oh, like do it for like anyone. Just
No,
do it
no.
for yourself, bro.
10 in the morning, right? I went to the gym. I woke up at 4:30. What the fuck you laughing at, motherfucker? I woke up at 4:30, right?
Okay.
I went to the gym from 4:30 to I think it was like 6:15. Stopped at McDonald's.
I
wait.
saw that.
But wait, Not for me.
Got a Big Mac.
I got 2 egg sausage McMuffins. You know, I think it was number 8. It comes with a hash brown and an orange juice. Okay. So I was like, okay. I promised my daughter the night before, and I was like, okay, look. So it's gonna be our new routine. I'm gonna get here, and we're gonna have breakfast together. You know, like that way you go to school, and something that so she could create that memory for her. Like, oh, I remember me and my dad would always get up, like, you know, and we'll get up and we'll have breakfast. They'll talk to me. We'll watch a YouTube video. Like, she likes all, like, she's already 8 years old. Well, about to be 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I just want to create that memory so she can have, so that she did that with daddy.
So you see, like, the shit that you want to create, I don't have kids. And I don't plan to have kids anytime fucking soon. But I like to instill that into, like, my nieces and my nephews. That's why I try to go out with them, like, as much as possible, or bring them along with me wherever, like, we do anything or whatever. So that's why when you came in today, my niece was here.
Your nieces.
My nieces were here. And right away, dude, it's like they see me and they see God. I try to instill what I didn't have as a child onto them. So it's like little experiences, like the concerts, I'll take my oldest nephew. The movies, I'll take like everyone, like whoever I can. You'll see me with like a bunch of kids. Boom. Like little shit like this where you come in, but you'll see like a different side of me, where it's like I don't show like I work or anything like that. But it's like I'm trying to instill that into my nieces, my nephews, only because I don't have kids myself. And eventually, well, you know, I hope to have boys. But if they're girls, you know, it is what it is. Not that I'm going to be disappointed or anything like that, but it's just a different approach. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to instill the same memories that you're trying to instill into your daughter. I'm trying to instill them into my nieces and nephews. Because they'll always be like, okay, my Uncle Andrew. Even though I hate when they fucking call me uncle because I feel old. And I'm not fucking old. But, yeah, it is what it is.
Same thing with my son, you know.
Yeah.
My daughter's a little bit older, so she's gonna have more memories like that because she's at that age where she's gonna remember more. Right now, my son is 3, about to turn 4. Well, he's gonna turn 4 in December, and yeah, just create those memories. So I did that.
Yeah.
Went to
Like,
the gym.
it's a beautiful thing.
Of course. I went to the gym, right? Took her to McDonald's, had breakfast. And what I was gonna say that this thing is hitting me because I had breakfast with her, right? And I'm pretty much on an empty stomach. That was at 5 in the morning. Right now it's what, like 7, 8? That's why I think this it's hitting me a little bit more.
Low key, I'm not. I'm not used to like IPAs and shit like that. But they do the job.
I didn't like it. This one right here. I thought it was gonna be kind of like sweet. Nah, fuck no.
I'm gonna take these because I have plans on the weekend, so I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take these.
Once again, last week you're going to Galaxy game.
I'm not inviting you this weekend.
I can't this weekend.
Yeah, no, you can't this weekend. It is what it is. So, another little topic that I wanted to discuss on was, you think guys and girls can be friends with each other?
No.
There's
no way.
What do you mean?
There's no way. There's no way a guy can be friends with a girl that at the end of the night they're trying to fuck.
Are you saying this only based off your intentions?
That's the main one. I mean, yeah, the main one.
Well, as a guy, you know the intentions of a guy.
Of course. You think I'm gonna be spending my time, my money, just to like say like, oh hey, my friend, and not trying to get any booty? Come on, bro.
That's true. Look, if I was, it's hard to say, because if I was single, yeah, I think like, well, I'm single right now. I think like the same way, right? Like, if a girl were to approach me and she has a man or whatever, cool. I'm not gonna bat an eye and be like, nah, I don't want to. Like, nah, hell no. I'm gonna go for it, right? Those are my intentions. My intentions are to boom, 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 as much as possible. If I'm in the relationship and she's friends with another guy in a relationship, it's harder for me to be like, those are his intentions. To me, once you're in a relationship, your whole mindset has to change. And it's like, okay, now I trust this person. Now, if she fucks it up, that's her fucking thing. That's her issue. But
So let me ask you something. Are you insecure?
when it comes to like me being in a
Like,
relationship,
you're in a relationship, okay? You have your girlfriend, and then that girlfriend, like, you see that she has a guy friend.
oh, like jealous and shit. Not
You're
really.
jealous. Yeah, first of all, you're a jealous type. Like,
Not really, because my whole demeanor is like, yeah, like laid back and shit. To me, it's like, if you're in a relationship, you have to trust that person, because once there's no trust, then there's no relationship. That's very similar to the people that, like, you know how some people are in a relationship with someone and they have their location on the whole fucking time. To me, it's that. It's like, if you have to know where I'm at 24/7, then you don't trust me. And if you don't trust me, then you shouldn't be with me. There is no relationship. So the relationship evolves from you having to trust that person. Now, if they fuck you over or anything like that, then, that's on them. You gave them the opportunity. You only get it once. That's it. But now it's up to the guy, right? Let's say your girl cheats on you or whatever. It's up to you to be like, okay, I'll take you back. Oh, it's okay, baby. I'll take you back again. Oh, it's okay. I'll take you back again. Now that's, one, dehumanizing, and two, you're devaluing yourself as a man.
of course.
But I know people that are like that. They'll be like, oh, they'll take the person back over and over and over and over and over. And at the point, it's like you're just killing yourself little by little by little by little by little.
I think at that point, once you take your bag, you're done. Like, you're dead already.
Yeah, pretty much. If I catch you like talking to a guy or whatever, that's it. Like, I don't care if you like slept with them or whatever. You initiated, blah blah blah. You did this over text, whatever. That's it. It's done. It's over. You violated my trust in you. I'll never trust you again. So if I never trust you again, then I can't be with you. But hey, what do I know? I'm just blabbing.
That's it.
And yeah,
That's it. I'm just blabbing.
I'm just blabbing.
All right, let me ask you something. So you meet a girl, okay? You know her past.
Bro, if her past is
No, hold on.
1,000 dudes, bro, no, they're not. I'm not getting with it.
Hold on.
Simple as that.
Not 1,000.
99, 99,
And
999.
and she's like showing you a version that you were like, well, wait a minute, like, how was that, like, that the same? Will you turn a hoe into a?
You can't, dude. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Why not?
Simple. Stop it, bro. She'll always be for the streets. The only reason she'll change is because she figures out that it's too late for her to find that man that she actually needs in her life. To me, it's like, if she's a hoe and she's...
What if you're the guy that she realizes?
No, fuck no, dude. I'm not going with
And
no...
her personality is great.
Stop it.
She's good looking.
I don't give a
pretty
fuck.
face.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not going with nobody that has more than like fucking like 10.
Well, good luck. You're gonna be single for the rest of your life.
If you have a fucking child, bro, don't even hit me up. Fuck that. I won't deal with no fucking child. I won't be a stepdaddy. Is my thing.
Oh, I mean, I never say never.
No, fuck no. That's me. Unless you're rich and famous, then I'll be a stepdaddy for sure.
But
Fuck
1,000 bodies?
it. Bro, I don't give a fuck. If it could propel my career. Yeah, no. I won't do it. So, Either you take it or you leave it. Simple as that.
So if you're listening to this,
So if you listen to this,
don't hit up Andrew at all. Because he's not going to take you.
I'm not gonna take it. Bro, and the thing
What
is
else?
like,
I got one more.
yeah, but the thing is like, I'm so fucking picky. If you're fat, don't hit me up. If you're fat, don't hit me up.
That's discrimination, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait, cancel it.
No, but I'm being honest because
What is that? Okay.
I just don't think it would happen.
What if this? What if this bigger girl? To not call them the F word. Has all the characteristics that you have that you like.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. No.
And she
Bro.
gives the best gog
No,
3000.
But because only
Hold
because
on, bro. I'm not.
Wait. I'm cutting you off only because I've been through it. Where it's like,
Also, you had a fat chick.
where it's like I've tried it.
I called.
Wait. Where it's like I tried to do a fat chick, and I just can't. Like I just can't.
Well, what happened?
I just can't, bro. But instead of this, I had this, bro. Like it just wouldn't happen.
So as much as you like, ah!
Bro, as much, bro. Once I seen it and I got grossed out, I won't do it. So then that's when I knew there's a weight limit to this ride. There's a weight
So
limit.
it's kind of like a ride from Disneyland. Like,
Yeah.
There's a weight limit.
Yeah, there's a weight limit, and
Like, not you.
but yeah, but I feel like that's the problem that I have. The problem that I have is that I'm too
No,
picky.
mames, pinche Wiener Levy.
The problem that I have is that I'm too picky, and it's like I won't.
Nah,
What
I get you.
But to me, it's what I like is what I like. And it's simple as that. If it's not what I like, I won't indulge in it. But hey, what do I know?
We're just blabbing.
I'm just blabbing.
That's it.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll end it right fucking there because this was gone. I'm gone. We won't discuss anymore before we get in trouble. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, like I said in the last episode, when I say my personal channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to tell your mama, your dad, your dog should subscribe.
Your dog?
We'll catch you in the next one. Adios.
Let's go get some fat bitches.